الرحمن الرحیم وصلی اللہ علی النبی الکریم رب اشرح لی صدری ویسر لی امری واحلل عقدۃ من لسانی یفقہوا قولی. Today I want to explain some hadith in a very simple manner. You know, hadith means sayings or conversation. The majority of hadith is conversation between the Prophet of Islam and his companions or people of that period. So Quran and Hadith both are authentic in Islam, authentic source. The only difference is that Quran is preserved in its original words, that is God's words. But Hadith is also preserved, but it is words of Prophet and not words of God. So Quran is the word of God and Hadith is the word of Prophet. So both are authentic source in Islam. Now, conversation means exchange between Prophet and his contemporary people. So I can say that Hadith is a prophetic response to a immediate situation. So majority of Hadith is like this. Hadith is a prophetic response to the immediate situation. But at the same time, every Hadith has an eternal connotation. So if you try, you can translate all these Hadiths in your contemporary situation. It is upon you. So every Hadith has an immediate reference, but at the same time, it has, at least potentially, a contemporary reference. So it is upon you. By this method, you can apply all those hadiths in your contemporary situations. So it is very important. For example, the Prophet of Islam has said, Hurmatul Mu'min akram hurmatan min al-Kaaba. Mu'min is respectable more than the Kaaba. I think that here Mu'min is an immediate reference. Because at that time the audience was consisted of Mu'mins. So Prophet said like this. So Mu'min here, word Mu'min is here as a as an immediate reference. Otherwise, the real meaning of hadith is that hurmatul insani akramu hurmatan min al-Kaaba. The respect of a man is more than the respect of Kaaba. Then there is a hadith, al-Muslimu man salama al-Muslimuna min lisani wa yadihi. Muslim is one by whose hands and tongue Muslims are safe. Here Muslim, the word Muslim is also as an immediate reference, because when Prophet said at that time, the audience was Muslim. But also in this hadith there is an eternal connotation, extended connotation. So in this extended sense, this hadith means al-Muslimu man salama an-nasu min lisanihi wa yadihi. That is, Muslim is one by whose hands and tongue people are safe. So it is very important to know that all the hadiths have immediate reference. So you have to translate it into an eternal reference. Otherwise, you will fail to know the deeper meaning of hadith. Then there is a hadith. Hadith means saying of the Prophet of Islam. Innamal amalu bin niyat. It is a very well-known hadith. Innamal amalu bin niyat. This hadith is so important that Imam al-Bukhari has written this hadith in the outset of his book. This is the first hadith of Sahih al-Bukhari, the very first hadith of Sahih al-Bukhari. So it is very, very important. Innamal a'malu binniyat. Actions depend on intentions. Actions depend on intentions. Action is only the external form, and niya or intention is its internal form. God always sees the internal aspect of your action. If the internal aspect is good, then your action is good. Otherwise, not. For example, intention means if you doing something just for face or acquiring money or for political power or anything other than akhirah, other than God, then your intention is not good. Your intention is bad. Good intention means that you are doing that work for God, for the sake of God. So there are two kinds of intention, for the sake of God and for the sake of your own interest. So if you are doing for the sake of God, then it is good intention. And if you are doing for the sake of your own interest, then it is bad intention. So God always accepts those actions that are performed with good intention. Any action with bad intention is not acceptable to God. So according to this hadith, it is very important to know that there are two kinds of intentions, for the sake of God and for the sake of your own interest. So only those actions that are performed for the sake of God, that are rewardable, and all those actions that are performed for the sake of your own interest, that are not rewardable, but that are punishable. So everyone must go to introspection. Everyone must know. Everyone must scrutinize his own intention. It's very important. Before doing anything, you have to scrutinize your own intention, because only good intention is acceptable to God. Bad intention is not acceptable to God. So, innamal a'malu binniyat, actions depend on intentions. It is very important. Then there is a hadith, al-imanu ma'rifatun bil qalb. Al-imanu ma'rifatun bil qalb. It means that realization, iman means faith. Al-iman means faith. Faith is a realization by heart. It means that iman is not simply a recitation of some words. For example, if you say La ilaha illallah, it's not iman, it is recitation. And simply recitation is not iman. Iman is realization, and realization pertains to the heart. Realization is the result of heart rather than simply an external action. So al-imanu ma'rifatun bil qalb. It means that true iman is one that comes from heart. True iman is one that is based on realization. True iman is one that is based on discovery. So simply recitation of some words is not iman. There is nothing. When you contemplate, when you study, and then you discover that there is a creator. When you discover that behind this creation there is a creator who has created everything, who is almighty, who is sustainer, who is everything. So this is discovery. Iman means discovery of God. Iman means realization of God. So when you say La ilaha illallah, you are simply declaring what is in your heart. So Iman begins from realization and not from recitation. Iman or faith Iman or faith, I mean true Iman or true faith, begins from inner realization. Inner realization, an intellectual discovery. When you receive this kind of inner experience, that is Iman or faith. Without this experience, without this inner realization, without this intellectual discovery, there is no true faith. So there is no true Iman. So such kind of faith is beginning of this Islamic way of life. This is the central idea in Islamic system. All the teachings of Islam or all the teachings of Islam depend on this central idea, that is discovery of God, realization of God, that is Iman. Then there is the Hadith. This is one aspect of Iman. This is one aspect of Islam, that is realization of God by heart. Then there is another aspect of Islam, that is well-wishing, compassionate. When you realize God, then you become well-wisher of mankind. Both are interdependent. Prophet of Islam said to one of his companions that in tusbihu wa tumsi وليس في قلبك غش لأحد فافعل فإنه من سنتي. It means that always see your heart. If you find there is no malice in your heart, if there is no revenge in your heart against anyone, then you are a true mu'min. And it is this kind of people who will find entry into paradise. The Prophet said that always examine your heart. Always you have to go introspection to understand your inner situation. So you are living in a society, and you know in every society there are unpleasant situations, there are provocation, there are different kind of negative experiences. But in spite all those negative experiences, you have to live as a positive person. You have to live as a well-wisher to all, friendly to all. So Islam makes you insan friendly. Islam makes you insan friendly. Insan friendly means that in spite all those negative experiences, you have to maintain friendship and well-wishing. Don't take any excuse. Don't take any kind of negative experience as an excuse. No. If you have a good excuse, don't use it in this regard. If you have a good excuse, don't use it. You are not allowed to go to negative reaction. It is unlawful in Islam. So even if you have a good excuse to be negative, even then you are not allowed to be negative. You have to maintain your positivity in every situation. You have to maintain your positivity in every situation without using any excuse whatsoever. This is Islam. This is Iman. So one aspect of Iman is realization of God, and the other aspect of Iman is living as a well-wisher among people. These are very these are two integral part of Iman. Without this, there is no Iman. Then there is a hadith. This hadith is key to all kind of success, spiritual success as well as material success, both. The Prophet of Islam has said, "Alam anna nasra ma'as sabr, wa anna ma'al usri yusra." It means that "Alam anna nasra ma'as sabr, wa anna ma'al usri yusra." God has bracketed success with patience. The essence of this saying is that according to nature, success is bracketed with patience. Without patience, there is no success. Then the hadith says, "Inna ma'al usri yusra." With, with every hardship, there is ease. It means that any situation which makes you impatient, you have to understand that in that situation, in that negative situation, there is also a positive aspect. Inna ma'al usri yusra. In every situation which seems to be difficult, but in that situation also there is a ease. It is law of nature. God has created this world in such a way that with every thorn there are flowers. With every night there is morning. So with every difficulty there is ease. Every problem there is a solution. This is the law of nature. So you have to keep patience. Patience means wait and see policy. What is patience? Patience means to adopt the policy of wait and see. If you adopt this policy of wait and see, then very soon you will find that there was a good news in future. In present, maybe there was bad news for you, but in future there was good news for you. So patience is key to success in this sense. If you keep patience, then it means that you are waiting for the better future. There is a hadith, "Afdalul ibadat intidal faraj." It means that it is also an ibadah, worship, that you believe that after every difficulty there is ease. Afdal ibadati itzal faraj. It means that if you find that your present is not good, you have some problem in your present, you have to believe with conviction that, that the future will be good for you. If at present there is night, then you have to believe that after some time there will be morning, there will be daylight. So if you believe on this law of nature, on this divine law, then that is like worship, but like ibadah. Then there is a hadith, La taqul law, fa inna law min amal shaitan. Don't say if. If is a satanic, satanic thought. Don't say love. La taqul law, fa inna law min amal shaitan. Law means if. Don't say if, because if is a satanic thought. You know, every time everyone has some sad memory about his past. Everyone, every man and woman have some sad memory about their past. So they say in past there was such and such opportunity and I failed to avail that opportunity. Have I availed that opportunity? I was in success. This is law. If. So if is a satanic thought, because why it is satanic thought? This kind of thinking always, always make you to live in sadness, always make you to live in past. You forget the future and you are living in past. This is the low culture. Low culture is satanic culture. If culture is satanic culture. So don't think like this. Always see the future. Don't see to the past. Everyone misses some opportunity in the past, but you have to forget it. Everyone has missed some opportunity in the past. So everyone is living in that memory, but it is wrong. It is satanic thought. You have to go beyond that memory. You have to think about future. Your thinking must be future oriented rather than past oriented. Don't think about missed opportunities. Always think about the present opportunities. فَإِنَّ love in awal shaitan. For saying love is a satanic thought. Love means if. Because if you think like this, you always think about past. You will forget the present opportunities because you are living in those opportunities which you have passed in the past. So Prophet of Islam has said that love is amal shaitan. If is a satanic thought, if is a satanic thought. to leave this kind of thought. Then there is a hadith about dua. Dua. الدعاء هي العبادة. الدعاء مخ العبادة. Dua means prayer. So prayer is a greatest ibadah. Prayer is the essence of ibadah. You know what is prayer? Prayer gives you conviction. Dua or prayer gives you a conviction. You feel that I'm not alone in this world. God is with me. For example, Prophet of Islam, when migrated from Mecca to Medina, when he was in a, at that time he spent some night in the cave of Mountain Saur. So those enemy reached over there with sword. They wanted to kill him. So his only companion was Abu Bakr. He became afraid. Prophet said, La tahzan, inna Allah mana. La tahzan, inna Allah mana. Why fear? God is with us. So dua means you are with God every day and night. You are not alone in this world. Every time you can contact with your God. Every time you can contact with God, who is the source of all power. So dua is a source of power. Dua is a source of strength. Dua is a source of conviction. In this sense, Prophet of Islam has said that ad-dua hiya al-ibadah. Dua is greatest worship, because dua keeps you constantly in contact with God. This is the greatest contribution of dua. Then there is a hadith, al-mu'minu man aminahu an-nas ala dama'ihim wa amwalihim. A true believer is one by whose hands people are safe. People are safe. People have no fear about their blood and their money. Why? Because Mu'min is one who have discovered God. And one who has discovered God, he will find fear in his heart about God. Because God is almighty. We are accountable to God. Discovery of God means we are accountable to God. So this kind of iman and faith makes you very, very sincere, very cautious. When you discover that God is your Lord, your sustainer, your creator, at the same time you discover that you are accountable to God. And when you discover this fact that you are accountable to God, it is but natural that you will be very, very cautious about your actions, about your speech. So you will, so you will be a. So iman or true faith makes you a harmless person in your society. True faith makes you a peaceful person in your society. True faith makes you a disciplined person in your society. In single word, I can say that true faith makes you a predictable person in your society. Predictable person in your society. This is true faith. Then there is a hadith, Man qala la ilaha illallah dakhala al-jannah. One who says that there is no God but one God, he will find entry into paradise. It means that one who realizes that God is the Lord of the universe, God is the Lord of paradise, and God is everything. This discovery or this realization revolutionizes his life. So this kind of character is the true moment. And one who possesses this kind of character, he will be, he will find entry into paradise. Moment means a person who has experienced a revolution in his heart. Iman is a revolution. One who has received this kind of revolution and who is a changed personality, he will find entry into paradise. So such kind of Iman is a certificate to paradise. Such kind of true belief is the only certificate to paradise. So Iman is not simply a recitation, Iman is a realization. And the realization of God is everything.